So what's on your mind today, David?
What is on my mind? This is the 16th of these evenings that we've done on this tour. So I think Robert and I have been answering questions about music for about 45 hours in total. And in all that time, there is one key question that we've never been asked. One which kept me awake all last night. And the question is, what is music? At this point, you may all think, well, David, get back on the plane tomorrow. You've had enough of this. Of course, we all know what music is. Everyone here will have had some key musical event, I'm sure, in their lives, and that's really what has brought you here. But let me take you down the wormhole that I went down last night, because we were speaking yesterday about where there is music, there is hope, and the notion that we should find a way, we need to find ways of making music available to all those who are most in need in society. How do you make music available to them so that it can transform their lives? And so I was thinking, well, you can have free concerts. And in the town where Robert and I live, periodically, about twice a year, there are events, and they put on something in the bandstand. And the last two that I've been to, there has been a woman singing with recorded backing tracks on her iPad. She presses go and she sings them. And it's an entertainment event. But music in the sense of music that would transform our lives and music that has brought you all here is not there. Musical notes are there, but music is not there. So I continued thinking, well, how do we bring music into people's lives? So perhaps we should take the recordings that you love, the recordings that have made you love music. In Robert's case, that might be early Elvis Presley or Jimi Hendrix. With me, it might be early Beatles. With you, it might well be King Crimson. Let's play those recordings out to the public, and it will transform their lives for free. And that is happening right now. It's happening in every single bar, shop, and elevator, probably in Chicago. Music is being played to people. And it isn't music that we hear, it's Muzak that we hear. I think if King Crimson was played in an elevator near you right now, it would not transform your lives in the way that it did when you first heard it. And you start thinking, so what is music? What is it that changes musical notes to music? So why is it that when a person sits there singing perfect on very good backing tracks, I don't hear music, but on the other hand, you could have a busker strumming along to an out-of-tune guitar, and I do hear music. Or similarly, when you go home and you play Lark's Tongues in Aspic or whatever it might be, it's a musical event, and if that same piece of music is played in Starbucks down the road, it isn't music. And so I woke up this morning thinking, this is absurd. I have spent my entire life serving music. We've been talking about it on this entire tour. I went to one of the best universities in Britain, and if you asked me today to write a dictionary definition of music, as opposed to musical notes, of music, I would be unable to do so. Robert has thought about these things more deeply than anyone I have known. He has certainly read about them more than anyone I know. So I'm hoping, Robert, you might have words of wisdom.
But I thought you were going to present your...
Okay, I will tell you where I got to.
Yes, please.
Okay, so my conundrum was that what transforms musical notes into music is the intention and the lived experience of the listener, accepting that the musician themselves might be the listener.
Will you repeat yourself, please, David?
Yes, that what transforms musical notes into music is the intention and the lived experience of the listener, accepting, by including the fact that the musician may themselves be the listener. That is the closest I have got.
All right. You're looking at me, David.
Yes, well, otherwise we will play people music and then they will know what music is.
Well, in 1979, in a modest hotel in Paris, Hervé Picard, who was a French music writer, was interviewing me while smoking gitane, you know, the French, and smoking. And Hervé has my respect and is also a connoisseur of champagne. And Hervé said to me, what is music? And my reply without thought was, music is the cup which holds the wine of silence. Sound is that cup but empty. Noise is that cup but broken. And Hervé said, oh, who said that? So in this sense, music is a bridge between the noumenal and the phenomenal. Music has the capacity for acting as a vehicle for the impossible to enter our world. Would you like to give a musical example,
Yes.
David, before I begin to fulminate?